Okay, I have Dr. Moore here from She Is Money. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Let's talk about that tough time when you know you want to take a step forward to something, like you want to call a coach, or a coach is meeting with a new client, or you, like, someone wants to join your She Is Money society, but they're not sure what to expect and the amygdala is firing, right? So it's like scared, like, don't do anything new. It might be uncomfortable, it might be scary. And so the brain tells us to pause and be really cautious, but we know we have so many other parts of the brain that are ready to learn and move forward. So how can you guide people at that uncomfortable time? Like, we don't know what to expect. What should we do? I don't know if I'm going to call, that kind of thing.
Right. I think that the thing that is scariest for most people is the actual interaction with another soul, and
Yeah.
that they want to impress that person so that they can help them or that they can get what they want from that person. And so I think that there's three things that can really help you with that. And they're all based on the fact that it's really not about you. It's really about the other person and how you can use your skills and talents and help them. So
Hmm.
that's really a great point to start with is okay, even if I want to raise or I want to help this person get over whatever their blocking is, it's really their journey.
Hmm.
So, and I think for coaches, that's a freeing thought, a freeing their paradigm because it takes the pressure off of you. So then you're just having a cup of coffee with someone and you're trying to help them work through something.
Right. That's true.
And so the first thing, the most important thing is that you're listening. And it seems so simple, but really, most people, when they're in a conversation, are not listening. They're thinking about what they're going to say next.
Hmm. Hmm.
And so it's really important to just like kind of put yourself out there. Like, I might not know what I'm going to say next. I might just say nothing.
Right. Might give a little silence, a little.
Right.
Yeah,
So
that's right. That's
that's really important is number one is like I know it's easy to focus on talking and where you want the conversation to go, but really the most important thing is to listen.
listening.
Number two, related to listening, is that if you fill yourself with curiosity and wonder about this person's story, then it's pretty easy to listen to what they have to say and ask questions that bring out parts of the story that reveal what their needs are, what their desires are, what their true goals are. Sometimes clients will tell you that they really want this to happen, but that's not really what they want. It's
Hmm.
just a means to an end.
Hmm. Hmm.
So the more questions you ask and the more curiosity you show towards them, the more you'll learn. And number two, the more they'll feel like they're being heard.
Right, right, right.
And
Yeah, I
then
love
number
that. I just love, like, the brain has these mechanisms that we don't even think about, that we mimic the emotions of the other person that we're sitting across from. So, like we had talked about another video, like you talked about how you center yourself, and I try to do it as well when I'm coaching. Is I don't go in there rushed. I don't go in there like hungry. I don't go in there tired. I try to really bring my best optimal brain so that I am just reflecting for them. And it's such a different thing as a doc. Usually I'm listening for cues to make the diagnosis, but for coaching, it's just listening, and you're just reflecting. And I love how so much communication is not even the words, it's just everything. It's their body language. Like, you could see if someone starts to relax, or if they're super nervous and, they just like, all I want is this, and you're thinking, like you said, like, no, your body language is showing me, like, we're just not there at the deepest want yet, So I think there are so many opportunities to really give people space to really share deeply as a coach, or, like in your society, She Is Money Society. It'll be neat to have a space and a place for people to really just share honestly and openly. But it is a scary thing because your brain will tell you, fear, stop. I don't
right.
know this person. So when the relationship starts, I mean, I know there's some ways to kind of enhance the relationship, and we talked about that a little bit, like how we go in is really important because they'll feel cared for, and they'll feel our empathy if we really have it. Like if we're just faking it, we don't have any empathy. They're gonna know. Like they're gonna might not be conscious, but they're gonna feel that. Probably not share what's really going on. Yeah,
Right.
that's so neat. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
really
and you might wanna elaborate more than me about this, but you kind of started to bring up the whole mirror neurons,
yeah, that's
theory, and in my experience, I find that the literature is sort of like, I don't know, is that
yeah.
true or is
Is
it
it true?
not?
Is it not?
I don't
Yeah,
know if you wanted to weigh in on what you thought, but
yeah,
whether it's true or not, I find that it helps to think about it that way,
yeah.
and,
I
actually oh,
Go ahead.
so
Well, I just think, the people you put around you kind of I always kind of imagine like the people I have around me are carrying me forward or kind of or I'm not growing, so if you want to say mirror neurons, like that's I mean, the concept is that when, they saw this in monkey brains and they're not sure if humans have it or not, and different areas of the brain light up when you watch someone do something and when you do something. And so that's the question is, do you automatically just do something because someone else is doing it, the same thing, So that's the question. And I know with health, we know that if we keep people with healthy actions day to day, healthy actions like healthier diets and exercise and, movement, that then we will take on those actions as well. So it really matters. That's kind of how I think of mirror neurons. Like, who do I keep around me? If it's true or not, it matters who we keep around ourselves, who like the 5 to 10 people you've seen the most in the last 2 weeks. If you're not really sure who do you keep around you and what kind of influence they have on you, just think of the people you saw the most time in the last 2 weeks. And what are their behaviors? Are they growing? Are they taking courses? Are they learning? Are they professionally developing? Do they physically keep themselves healthy? And that's what I think the bonus of those societies, like what you're planning, is that you keep those kind of folks around you, the growth-minded people.
absolutely,
Yeah.
proximity is power. I think
Right, proximity is
who's
power.
that from? Tony Robbins, I think.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's true, absolutely. Yeah, we know that with health too. Well, awesome. Well, thank you for sharing your tips and tools so people can find you where?
So please join me on Facebook and on Instagram. I am at She Is Money, and on Instagram there's periods, so it's she.is.money.
Okay,
And we will be launching our course soon, so please get on there. Join there's a link in the bio allows you to join the newsletter, and you'll be tapped in. Yeah, look
nice. Okay,
forward
and I'll put that in the show notes too. Okay, well, Dr. Moore, thanks for spending your day with us. We appreciate it and
of
sharing your tips
course.
and tools. Stay well, okay? Happy
Okay.
coaching. Happy She Is Money.